champion?
Yeah, it was a true underdog story. So
You make a documentary about it?
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of the stuff of legend, but no, I definitely, my wallet took a beating this summer on the course, so my putting finally showed up when it mattered most. But no, it was fun. Scheifele went for a few hole-in-one opportunities and kind of handed it to me, so it was fun.
The wallet took a beat. Is that because I heard Mark's game really hit another level, his golf game this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think he was +2 or +3 or something like that at the end of the summer. So, yeah, it was. I mean, even with the caps in play, it was tough to beat him. He was pretty unreal. So, yeah, played a lot with Scheifele, and it's fun to watch.
What did Neal Pionk know? The video begins with him calling it.
I saw that video. I appreciated the boost. He must not have played with me much this summer, but you know, he's a pretty smart guy. He just has a feeling, I guess.
We've asked everybody about the impact of guys left and guys added to the team. What are your thoughts at this time on Jonathan Toews being on the team?
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, you know, I grew up kind of idolizing JT, and you know, I think back to 2010, you know, when they won Olympic gold and then the Stanley Cup in the same year. You know, I would have been in grade 10, and you know, kind of loved watching Chicago, Duncan Keith and Johnny and all those guys. So, you know, obviously played against him a lot and know a little bit about his story, but pretty amazing that he's feeling great. That's first and foremost, and then looks great on the ice. So I think just what he can bring in the locker room as a 3-time Stanley Cup champion, multi-Olympic gold, I mean, the list goes on and on. Captain for how long he was. Yeah, pretty impressive resume, and so I think just the fact that he's feeling good and coming in, it's exciting for us to add a player like that with that kind of experience, leadership, and ability.
You mentioned Olympic gold. Josh, you had a chance to attend the orientation, and obviously you were around a lot of those guys at Four Nations, but what was that experience like, and must create a lot of excitement for the next few months?
Yeah, it's obviously an honor to be there. You know, I think just Four Nations was such a great experience, you know, getting to represent Canada on a national team level, and obviously the way that tournament played out with how much it captivated fans across Canada, obviously in the US and around the world. So, you know, I think obviously right now the focus is having a great training camp and getting off to a great start as a team and individually, but ultimately for sure is a huge goal of mine to play on that team and have a chance to represent Canada at the Olympics. As I mentioned in a past answer, you know, 2010, 2014, even back to 2002, you know, kind of remember where I was almost when some of those moments occurred. So hope to have that chance. And you know, the camp in the summer was great to kind of reconnect with the guys from Four Nations, and you know, get to know a couple guys maybe I didn't know so well also. So it's a good week there.
Coming off President's Trophy, division title, conference championship, so what's the mood, I guess, heading into this training camp for your group with most of the guys back together?
I think it's a big excitement level. I mean, obviously we're super happy with how last year, you know, we took steps in the areas we wanted to take steps in the regular season, and you know, found ways to be an elite defensive team, offensive team, power play, you know, penalty kill was solid when we needed to be, and you know, I think there's a lot of excitement. Obviously, there's some change with our team, but really excited about the guys we brought in. I think, you know, we might have more depth than ever in this organization. So really just a sense of excitement. Everybody looks good, and you know, it's a fun time of year. I'd say, you know, you just keep trying to take those next steps as a group, and you know, that's the ultimate goal here as we get started.
It's rare for a guy to make Team Canada, have essentially a coming out party, play great, and then have a reason to be extra hungry going into the next opportunity. Do you look at it just because of how you were all on gold medal day as still you got to seize it and prove it all over again?
Yeah, I think it was obviously bad timing, the way it worked out, and it was a huge disappointment not being able to play in that game. But you know, I guess for sure in the back of my mind, whether it's throughout the summer training or on the ice, and obviously looking ahead to this year and you know, that potential opportunity, definitely extra motivation and want that much more to be a part of a celebration after winning a gold medal at the Olympics. So that's the ultimate goal, obviously, to be in that position, have that opportunity to be on that team and strive to win. So that's definitely probably added motivation for sure.